Shelbyville Road, St. Matthews, right down from Topgolf. But don't tell me the guys in the St. Matthews area, those daggone Shamrocks, they can play some golf and they can win some state championships on the mat. Our guest here today is a 2005 state champion. Sir, if you would, tell us who you are.
Yeah, my name's Tony McDermott. I was the 2005 171-pound state champion for Trinity High School. And to be honest, I'm not much of a golfer.
Well, I'm the self-proclaimed king of Topgolf. Two-time state champion George Faree invited me down. We done his review video there in Trinity's mat room. And him and his family, Tim, his dad, was nice enough to take me out to Topgolf that day. And I was like, man, this is the best thing. You know, I love going to Topgolf. And we were right down from it, from Trinity High School there. And I was like, it doesn't get any better than this. You know what I mean? Being the king of Topgolf, doing review videos, life could not be any better. And in case you're wondering, I'm probably about a 9,000 handicap. So just so we know. But man, this is your 2005 review video. Now, one of your teammates, heavyweight state champion from 05, Mike Clark, his video is on the channel. And we, of course, got his story. He has an excellent performance there in the finals against Rodney Webb from Johnson Central. And we got his story. But tell us your story, man. How do you get into wrestling? How do you find it?
Well, my brother, actually, I've got 3 brothers. They all went to Trinity. We're all real close in age. And my brothers were all football players, but my oldest brother got into wrestling his sophomore year of high school. Coach Rudolph at Trinity convinced him to come out, told him it would be a good workout for football. And yeah, he started as a sophomore. That was my 8th grade year. So that's the first time I ever saw wrestling. You know, before that, I thought wrestling was, Stone Cold Steve Austin, which I still kind of do. But yeah, so I saw it for the first time as an 8th grader. And, I looked up to my brother a lot. I thought I could kind of follow in his footsteps, and I thought it would be good practice for football. But then I got more into wrestling, and that's about it.
Man, I completely understand. And I would say Trinity as a whole, from every, of course, they're in all a male school. I would say from every sport, basketball, baseball, football, wrestling, soccer, you name it, Trinity probably has an individual and or a team state championship in every single sport. I would say they're probably, I would have to imagine, top 2 or 3 in overall state championships for the entire school as individual and state. There might be a couple that are, I don't think I can say that other Catholic school on here, can I, on the Trinity video?
No, go for it.
Might be probably them and St. Xavier, maybe one of the all-girls school there in Louisville, Sacred Heart, Assumption, one of those are probably all right there together, but Trinity might be just a little bit. So the reason I say all that is very, very rarely does a Trinity varsity Letterman football player also wrestle. Now, there are some that do. So the Trinity crowd, don't crush me for saying that, but most guys that go there, they pick. I'm going to be on the wrestling team. I'm going to dedicate my time to football or whatever the sport is. So if you're on the varsity roster for Trinity, you've done something. I mean, that in itself for a lot of years is like, whoa, pretty, especially with some of the names that's come through there. We'll talk about that in a little bit. So having Coach Rudolph there, being able to pick your brother out and be like, hey, you want to wrestle? That he must have had to see something in your brother, and I'm glad that you followed in the footsteps and was able to. Did you guys practice in the same mat room that is there now, right beside the football field?
Yep, same one. That was brand new right before I got there. I think it was built in like 99 or 2000. But
it's very nice.
Yeah, that's where I was all 4 years. So
yeah, it's big enough. They got 2 full mats up there, bleachers. I didn't get the full tour of the downstairs, but the upstairs, the wrestling part, you're like, whoa. You guys have seen Myron Bradbury's video, the Hitchings brothers, George Freese. They've got the banners for like multiple time state champions. They've got that the photo that you guys saw there at the very first of the video. There's like a you walk up. There's like a wall of the state champions of photos, who they are, year, weight, what they placed, all that kind of stuff. It's a cool visual. And now with this series, man, you can walk through and be like, oh, look at the photos. Oh, I want to watch Alex Ray's video. There it is. I want to watch Coach Richard Brown's memorial video. Boom, there it is. Or Bo Hoffman, or Myron Bradbury, Brad Hitchings, Brent Hitchings, Grant Ullman, now you, Mike Clark, all these guys we've got on the channel, George Faree. And that's what I love about the series, is bringing life to photos. You know what I mean? Bringing the history books provide information, but they don't tell the story. And that's what I love about this review series. So, ma'am, of course, we'll talk about your 05 year just in a minute. But 2003, 171 pounds as a sophomore. You make it to the state tournament, but as we say in the sport, you either win or you learn. 03 was a learning year, and sometimes you just got to say, I know what I got to work on. You know what I mean? I know what I got to get better at. 04, as a junior, again, 171 pounds, make it to the state tournament. Another learning year, but man, 05, man, is your year. 171 pounds. You start off the state tournament with a 42-second fall over Rafe Tanaka from Henderson County. In the second round, you win a 2-minute, 28-second fall over Jamie Martinez from Bourbon County. Jamie Martinez would go on to get 7th place. The quarters, you would go on to wrestle Mark Jones from North Hardin. You would win that by a fall. 5 minutes and 31 seconds. Now let's stop right there just for a second. So far in, man, 3 matches, 3 falls. We'll talk a little bit here just in a minute about getting over that hump from the, making it 2 times to winning, being a state champion. But the state tournament in that era from 02 through 2011 at the Dungeon, it was a 3-day tournament. It was a long tournament. That's something that you can have the best conditioning, you can have the best coaching, the best drill partners, compete against the best competition, but it's little things like having a 3-day state tournament that you've really got to be dialed in on. You know what I mean? Did you kind of feel the length of the tournament, like knowing what to expect coming in? Because that's part of that learning is, I've been here before. Yes, I may not have been on top of the podium, but I know what to expect. You think that kind of played a factor in being a senior, having been there 2 times before?
Yeah, it certainly helped me prepare, just to know what was coming, kind of just how the tournament worked and everything.
Yeah, and I think I could be mistaken, but it was either the winner's bracket wrestled twice on that Thursday and only once on Friday. Is that right? And then they wrestled the semis and finals on Saturday. Do you remember that?
Semis and finals on Saturday, yes.
Okay, that's what I thought. So only wrestling 1 time on 1 day, man. I mean, you wake up, you go weigh in, you see all the other wrestling. You don't want to psych yourself out before you hit, you know what I mean? Wrestle the match 10,000 times in your head and be wore out before you even step on the mat. So, like I said, man, we either win or we learn. And it may not have been how much more you could bench press, but mentally knowing, hey, this is it. All the chips are pushed into the center of the table here for this one match on a, whatever time on a Friday. In the semis, you wrestle Cody Moy, a fellow Louisvillian from PRP. Had you wrestled Cody before?
Yes, I had. 1 time. I don't remember what tournament earlier in the year. I think I could beat him by 6 or so.
I got you. Of course, you win that one by a major decision, 17-3. Cody would go on to get 4th place. And in the finals, you're wrestling Stanley Stone from Connor. For those that don't know, Connor's out of northern Kentucky there in the Boone County area. If you ever fly into the Northern Kentucky Cincinnati regional, or I guess international airport, you literally almost fly right over top of Connor. So that's kind of where that's at. Had you wrestled Stanley before?
Never. No, I don't know that we had ever been at the same tournament with Connor in my entire career.
I got you. And of course, Mike Clark, your teammate, he wrestled Logman, I believe was his name, from Connor there in the semis. And I think everybody was kind of expecting the Logman individual to win. And Mike, I don't want to say it was an upset, but I think it may have been a little bit unexpected. I think that's a better way to say it. Because
yes,
that dude, both, I mean, I was at the state tournament there in 05 as a spectator, and it was like watching, two just T-Rexes go at it. You know what I mean? I mean, that's exactly like the end of the Jurassic World where the T-Rex and whatever that hybrid was going at it. That's what it was like. Just, you could feel the earth shake whenever they locked up. And so, man, before we talk about the match and all that kind of stuff, let's talk real quick about Trinity's history, because you are a proud addition to that Trinity State Championship history. This is July 29th, 2025. That way we can kind of date ourselves. That way future generations can watch this. And these numbers are accurate as of this filming. 3-team state championships, 1989. 89 was one of the rare years that the team won the team title, but had no individual champions. And 09 team champions, and of course 2010 team champions as well. 42 individual state champions. Currently, that's third place overall. 2 most outstanding wrestlers: 1980 Larry Gibson, and 4-time state champion for Trinity John Fahey. Now we've got the history out of the way, and it's, this is you that Saturday after you wrestle that semifinals match. Do you remember going back like to the hotel? Do you go out and eat? What do you do during that, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 hours, whatever it was, in the morning to when you had to be back for the face-off and stuff?
Yeah, I know, man, I don't remember exactly how the time worked out because we did have the semis that morning. But I think I was just in the hotel for the most part. I know I remember watching, I don't know when Mike's match would have been after mine, his semifinals match. So I certainly stuck around and watched that. And then I think me and him probably went to the hotel, hung out, and tried to stay in a good frame of mind and not psych ourselves out or wear ourselves out, and just try to be positive and enjoy the moment, I guess.
And that's something too, man, doing this series. You're going to put us at video for the collective, for this, not videos that we've done, because we're not counting the compilation videos for the team and team state champions and all that, the top 14 series. We're talking just straight review videos. Your video number 394. Oh, wow. And that's a lot of wrestling. And believe me, there's 837 state champions, so we still got a long way to go. But in doing this, you see a pattern of good practice partners, having somebody that's going to be able to push each other. You may, get upset at each other, want to fight each other, whatever, during practice. But you can see a direct correlation between maybe not even having a full team, maybe only having 6 or 7 guys out, 6, 7 girls out, whatever. But if you've got 2 or 3 pretty good people in that room, it's going to show. And it's got to be a good feeling when you're backstage there behind, like if you're ever at the dungeon back in that, behind the head score table in that practice room, to be warming up with somebody that you've warmed up with the whole season. You may sit beside of in Spanish too, or, have lunch period together with, you know what I mean? Instead of just trying to grab somebody random, or maybe whoever, somebody wrestled a couple years ago, or maybe somebody that is on your team but maybe they medaled, but it's somebody in the finals with you that you wrestled, I would say, every day in practice. Is that a fair assessment, a fair assumption?
Yeah, I mean, we definitely had a real strong bond and spent a lot of time together. I don't know if we wrestled every day. He was about 100 pounds more than me, but we roll around every once in a while. But there was no shortage of good practice partners up there. And I had a coach, Scott Anderson, who helped me out a whole lot, who, was a younger guy, and he could get out on the mat with me a lot too. So yeah, I had a lot of good people around me.
I got you. Now let's kind of cover the Trinity coaches, because you mentioned that Coach Rudolph, Eddie Rudolph, was, of course, he was involved then. Was Coach Ken Ellenbrand still around?
Oh yeah, yeah.
And I would say Coach Ron Coleman, was he?
Yes, he was there.
And who am I missing? Fill in the blanks. Was Richard Brown? Was he
Richard
there?
Brown, yeah, and
Okay.
Scott Anderson.
Okay, so man, that's some Hall of Fame names right there, just in the room every day. You know what I mean? So it's good to have that knowledge, good to have that experience there, and just being able to just sometimes not even saying anything. You know what I mean? Just kind of giving you that look, like, come on, man. You know you can do better than that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
What's
sure.
the old saying? Son, I'm not mad at you. I'm just disappointed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you don't want to get one of those looks. So.
Yeah, for real. Now, earlier, and to Coach Rudolph, man, we want to salute you, tip our hat, say thank you for getting myself and Tony hooked up. We connected a couple days ago, got this lined up, and been trying to get with you, man. For well, I say just about in every video who I'm missing. If you see, kind of like put you on a milk carton. You know what I mean? If you have any information about where this individual is, please send them my number, contact them on social media, whatever, and we got you lined up, man. I'm trying to get as many people, state champions, on the channel as we can, because there's been great wrestling in Kentucky for a very long time. It's just been hid for far too long. And with this series, man, people are finally starting to see what we've known for a long time. And we're the only state, the only sport doing this. And there's not too many things in life people can say, let's be more like Kentucky. Why can't we do what Kentucky's doing? Why can't we be like that daggone wrestling bunch? But here we are, man, leading the charge. State Championship Review Series, man. We're on top of the world. But I said all that when we were talking on the phone. It said it's been a while since you've seen your match video. Is that fair to say?
Yeah. Right, over 10 years for sure.
I got you, man. Of course, this video has the match video, the face-off, and the medal ceremony. And we've got some of the names you might remember from 2005. Of course, Travis Sullivan at 105, Kyle Rochelle, of course, your teammate, Mike is on there. We've got some of the Coopers from Simon Kenton, just top to bottom, man. Just a good year of wrestling. And of course, the Merton brothers, Jacob and Jarius, doing their thing, Rick and Havoc, all that kind of stuff. So, man, I think we've talked enough about it. Let's pull it up here. I've said it in every video at the dungeon. If you didn't get to go see the state finals at the dungeon, you missed out. When you saw the lights start coming down, you heard the music, you just knew, okay, this is the main event. You just felt like you knew something was on the line here. And I love being able to include the intros and all that. That way you can kind of there's nothing that will ever do it justice, but you can at least kind of understand what we're talking about, of the lights coming down and all that. So, man, let's go. When you're backstage, you're getting ready. Are you nervous? Are you ready? I mean, what's going through your head?
I was pretty ready. I think I was feeling good that day. I mean, there's always going to be some nerves, but
yeah. It's that anxious energy, man. Want to get out there and do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and quite the build up too.
ranked number 1, 54-3 coming in.
Yeah. Cool to hear that crowd again.
You're in that beautiful icy white Trinity final singlet. He's got the red singlet on. Now, man, right out of the gate, you guys are pretty aggressive. What was your go-to takedown? What are we looking to do here?
I hit the high crotch a lot. Was mostly my thing. I think that's usually what I was going for. But yeah, just he came out. We both came out on fire and just kind of feeling each other out. A lot of real physical. And
there it is. You get the takedown. And for those wondering, the out of bounds rules in 2005 are completely different than what they were or what they are now in 2025. So 20 years later, man, the out of bounds rules have changed so much. It's crazy. All right, now on top, you've got your takedown. Are we better on our feet? Are we better on top?
I was pretty good on top. I was confident in my top game. I think he just had a lot of energy at that point, so I had trouble keeping him down at first. But
so he gets the reversal there. Now on the bottom, are we just getting to our feet? What are we looking to do normally? I should say. What's your game
stand up, get out. Mostly, I mean, I'll take whatever's there, but I usually just stand up and get away.
You do an excellent job right there of wrestlers. Watch how he got his hips away. That was an excellent job right there of getting your hips out like you're supposed to. You get your escape. Did you have a lot of family, teammate, or classmates come down watch you and Mike wrestle?
Not a lot of classmates, at least not for me. I was a little nervous to have people come all the way to Frankfurt to watch me. My family, of course, was all there.
Yeah.
All my brothers, parents, grandparents.
I got you. Now that's what the coaching that you're seeing there, standing up in the corner in the shadows. That is that's his corner. Do you remember who was in your corner this match?
Yeah. Well, Scott Anderson for sure. I don't remember if the other one was Richard or Eddie. I think it was probably Richard. Yeah. But definitely Scott would have been there for sure.
I got you. And right there at the end of the period, get the takedown. His corner protested.
Yeah. I remember that being a little controversial. It was right as the time was running out.
So you're going to take down again, and I don't blame you the way you were able to escape there in the first period. You can hear the crowd, the "Let's Go Tony" chants.
Yeah, I think this camera was on the Trinity side.
Put the microphone right by the cheering section.
Yeah.
So when he cuts you right there, usually not always, but usually whenever somebody cuts you, they feel they can get a takedown or they can, they can score from that position. But you turn around, man, and get a takedown on him. So when he cuts you, were you kind of like, whoa, I didn't.
No, I don't know exactly. To tell you the truth, I don't remember everything, but I was just going. I'm not sure if I knew he cut me or if I just thought I got out. I was
okay. Fair enough.
Adrenaline's flowing, and I'm just moving.
Fair enough, man. Fair enough. And you're seeing that red as you got him there getting some near fall. He's wearing that red Connor singlet. In the 80s and early 90s, man, Connor had a beautiful, kind of like your all singlets, like a white final singlet, blue trim. When I saw him wearing that red one, I was like, well, I was here, but I didn't remember it. So I'm going to have to ask Connor's longtime coach what the deal was with that. Man, you got him on his back. He's doing a good job fighting, but you're doing what you're supposed to. You're trying to lift up on the head, walking. He's got one of your legs trapped, but you're still trying to walk.
Yeah, he's fighting it pretty good. I remember getting some back points, but I didn't think I was that close to pinning him. But yeah.
Connor's coach's name, I didn't say it, but it's Wayne Bedetta, long time, very respected guy in the wrestling community. And right out of the gate, man, again, get another takedown when he chose neutral. Are you kind of starting to feel it here?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, getting a pretty big lead at this point, and just energy from the crowd, and I don't know, I was feeling good that day.
Man, I get it, bro. A lot of work right here, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You just don't accidentally go out and dominate the state wrestling finals, especially at the 170 or 171 pound weight class. They some studs in that weight class, man. There's a lot of muscle, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
All right, we're out of bounds. So you're up 16-2 with 1:08 to go. Did you look over at the score and say, man, I can get a tech fall here?
I kind of remember it at the very end thinking that, but it's just was not something that was really on my radar. I only teched one kid my whole entire career. I was not expecting to, I never really won by all that much, throughout my career. So I was thinking more just like, okay, I probably got this if I don't go to my back. So just don't screw up.
Man,
yeah, I think right here is just stay on top and don't roll over.
I get it. Just look busy, right? Not hit for stall.
Yeah.
Just look like I'm doing something. Move my feet, move my fingers, do something.
Yep.
Getting close here to the end, about 7 seconds to go, looks like. There it is, man. You win by a final score 16-2.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Real good show of sportsmanship here, man. Go over and help him up. Go over and shake hands with the coaches. And here's the medal ceremony. I believe that's you wrestled a Mark here.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. He was real tough. He almost beat me. He probably should have.
There's Cody, I believe. I don't know who this Woodford County wrestler is.
Yeah. Oh, that's Nick Neeson.
Okay.
Yeah, he was ranked number 2, so he was kind of the rival. But
I got you. I'm glad you said that. And here you come, man, making your walk up the the podium, get that well-deserved handshake medal bracket.
Yeah, it was a good feeling. I still got those somewhere.
And you guys kind of share a word there, and that's where the match video ends, man. Uh, the standard question I hit everybody with is, man, after you watched it, does it kind of play out the way you remember it, or is something different, like you kind of reserved a memory, or is it pretty much the same? Or
No, it's pretty much the same, man. It's surprising how fast it goes by. I guess when I was out there, I guess it felt like you know, take forever. Like get this over with already.
yeah.
And it seemed to go by so fast. But yeah, that was really cool. I hadn't seen it in a long time. It was great to hear all the fans and stuff. Probably mostly my family. But,
Hey man, well, if that was your family, man, it was a heck of a cheering section because they kept it going and they were in sync and they've been practicing, man. So man, like I said, that's what I love about this series is being able to give the footage back to the guys, their families, um, whether they have kids, they're married, people they've met later in life after school, they know a little bit about, oh man, yeah, state wrestling champion or now I know this doesn't apply to everybody, but the sport is growing in the state, and we're glad for that. Speaking on the referee side of the house, but you get guys that are state champions, however long ago, and their kids are starting to wrestle, whether it's their biological kids, step kids, or kids on their team, and they're able to set them down and show them you know, if you want to, if you want to be on top of that podium, I know how to get you there. You know what I mean? Just like I don't know how many times we've been at meets, whether it's high school or elementary, whatever it is, and they'll come up and little kids come up and be like, you did my daddy's review video from whatever 1997 or whatever, pick whatever year, and he's like, say the weight is like 160 pounds. My dad couldn't wrestle 160. Now he's too heavy. Like okay, he was still a pretty good wrestler. What now? Like yeah, honey, he was a good wrestler. You got a great dad. So just little things like that, man. Being able to give back to the sport and give the video back to the people that was out there doing it, and just having a platform to let you guys be celebrated, man. That's what I love about this series. Did you go on and wrestle in college, or was that the end of it, or?
That was the end of it.
I got you. Mm-hmm. And sometimes, man, you just know it's time to move on, right?
Yeah.
It's time. I going out on top. Let somebody else have the fun, right?
Yeah.
So, man, is there? Before we wrap this one up, I want to say, if you know how to get in contact with any of these guys, these Trinity State champions, I have the video for. 1969, Craig Kissel, Brian Selke, Mark Selke, John Fahey, Bobby Bryant, Tyler Francrone, and Ty Lehman. Any of those guys, if you can get me in contact with them to do their review video, please reach out to them. A lot of the Trinity crowd has my contact information. Coach Rudolph has it. I think Ron has it, Ron Coleman. A lot of guys have my contact information. A lot of the current staff has it. A lot of guys on the channel have it. So just reach out to one of those guys and be more than happy to get me in contact with you and be able to let the world see, man, what the Rocks have to offer. So before we wrap this one up, Tony, man, anything we haven't mentioned you'd like to add in here, anything like that we've not covered, Bubby? The floor is yours.
No, man. Nothing I can think of. I really appreciate it. It was great to see that video again. And yeah, I lost it over 10 years ago. So I'll be showing it to my kids now. So thank you to you. Yeah, that's about it.
Well, man, again, thank you for doing this. I really Really appreciate it. It's always great to be able to give back. It's always great to be able to do one of these. And I would have never, I don't want to say in my short-sightedness, but if you would have told me when I started we would make the friends that we've made and find the number of state finals videos that we've been able, the amount of history we've been able to bring out with the videos, the review series, the Letterman jacket collection, the state championship ring collection, all that, and have something that kind of has bonded the wrestling community in the state, the geography and the generations, where everybody can come to one source and see the names we've been hearing about for years. Walk into the mat room and see a banner or see a photo. That doesn't tell the story. You know what I mean? Now, like I said, we want to watch Alex Ray's video. We want to watch Richard Brown's. We want to watch all these guys. Now they can walk by and be like, oh, yeah, let's watch Tony McDermott's video. I remember seeing his photo. Let's check it out. Let's see if I can think I can beat him. You know what I mean? One of those type deals. So, man, thank you for doing this, buddy. Really appreciate it. Glad we was able to get it done. Thank you all for watching. We will see you guys and girls on the mats.